Hey, I'm back. Still annoyed with Blizzard, but so I'm gonna respec, and this will be like a guide because I'm following someone else's guide to the Meteor build. First thing I'm gonna do is look at my stats. 70, 35, 187. Okay,
Greetings.
I'm in normal. So what I'm gonna do to make it easier is click, character, strength first, see how much, my gear gives me. And I should get a boost somewhere up here. There you go. 70, 35. This was 78. But you can do it however you want. Just make sure to put a ton into vitality. I feel like... Let's go even 80. I don't care. So this is the boring part you can skip. Oh my god, look how long this takes. Even with my super fast clicking. Alright, my life and mana are almost the same. I'm level 46, and I'm going Meteor. So... Probably not the best idea to go at 46. I'd say wait till like 50, but you can go as early as you want. Okay, here is what to do. I'm going to be very specific. And slow. Because I'm using someone else's guide who has a perfect one. The first one you want to do is 1 telekinesis. I have 4 because I have stuff. Just put 1 in there. Put 1 into teleport because you're going to need that to get around. Put 1 into static field. Now go over to your cold spells. Put 1 into frozen armor. Then you want to go ahead and max frozen orb. So you're going to need Frost Nova. You're going to need Ice Bolt, Ice Blast, Glacial Spike, Blizzard. Now everything else goes into Frozen Orb. That's your main skill. This is Nightmare before Act 5 that I'm doing it. So I'm going to go as high as I can with this. Looks like I pretty much got it all. Okay. Now Cold Mastery until it's 100%. But technically you're supposed to... Well, just going to go ahead and... Okay. Now that should be enough. 17 points in there. I'm saving these points. Actually, what I'm going to do is just, because I don't really give a shit, I have respecs because I waited until the end of Nightmare to respec. Just max it out. So, Frozen Orb doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of damage. But it's pretty good. And then, once you're done with that, once you got all this stuff maxed out, I might be able to put some points into... What does it receive bonuses from? Ice Bolt? No, it's pretty much going to stay that way. Go to Fire. Throw 1 in Fire Mastery. And then after that, you want to max either Firebolt... I'm sorry. Fireball or Meteor. So go ahead and put a point into Firebolt. Fireball. You can put 1 into Meteor if you want, but you're going to have to get these 3. The way I'm leveling... let's see. I'd say I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. But you can just stop it, that. You go like that. And you can choose Fireball or Meteor. Fireball receives bonuses from Firebolt and Meteor. So the last thing you're going to want to max at end game for this, if you use this as end game, which most people use Blizzard, is Firebolt. So what do you want to use? Fireball or Meteor? That's what you have to decide. Make sure, if you can't get all this, by the way, and you're level like 45 or whatever, 46, make sure to do all your Izzy quests, Izual, whatever. It gives you 2 skill points. And make sure to do the sewers in Act 2 first quest on normal. So you max one of these first, Fireball or Meteor, as you're leveling up. And then you max the other one. And then after you're done with that, go ahead and max out Fire Mastery. Since I have 2 respecs left, let's see. This is 70, this is that. I'm going to go ahead and start with Fireball. But it doesn't matter. Because by the time you're done with Bale runs and you're at level like 70 something, at about level 78, I believe you should have Fireball, Meteor, and Fire Mastery all maxed out. This is going based off a guide from Nexius, so that's what you got to do. That's for the Meteorb. As far as skills, well, it's pretty obvious. Your teleport's gonna still be there. Your frozen armor is still there. Your Nova is gonna be gone, so go ahead and replace that with Orb. And then static field stays. Now I have lightning because I grabbed it with my static Nova build. I'm going to replace that with... This does a lot more damage. But for now, I'm just going to use Fireball. Did I say Fireballs? Okay, so my sorcerer's basically the same now. And also, I don't know how I have 75 on all resist. Oh, it's normal. Okay. So now, when you go into Hell mode, you can... By the time you get to Hell mode after Bale runs, you should be level like 70 at least. You can go into 65, whatever. You should have some decent strength. So now... You could do that. Throw a couple of these. And remember, you still, since you have prerequisites, you can still slow enemies like that, and you can still static down bosses. In normal mode, it goes from, you can get them down to 1 HP and then kill them. In Nightmare, you can get them down to 25%, and in Hell, it's, I believe, 50%. So, there you go. So this isn't going to do an excessive amount of damage until you're pretty high up there. But on my sorceress, when she was like level 60, I could kill everything that wasn't cold immune in Hell in one spike, basically. So just keep leveling up, get to 78, and again, as you're leveling up, either, you know, pick one or the other, or if you're leveling really fast, you can go 1, 1, 1, 1, and once all that's at max for Fireball and Meteor, max Fire Mastery, and your Fireball is going to be doing, hell, who knows, 700 damage, and if you can cast them fast, like that, even faster, you'll be going through things. There's one downside to this build. Countess farming. That I can think of anyway. The damage isn't excessively good until you're at a decent level in Hell mode. And Countess farming is hard because she's immune to, you know, fire and cold. So you could clear out the rooms with your Meteorb, your Meteor, your Fireball, whatever you want to use. Use Frost Nova to slow everything down. And then you can have a mercenary kill her, or you can static her as much as possible. And you could even put 1 point into... Well, let me see. No, it's not strong enough. But I mean, you could technically put a point into a lightning skill if you wanted to. Like, one of the stronger ones toward the end. So do bail runs until you're between level like 65 to 78 when you can max out most of your skills. Kill Izzy on all difficulties because you can teleport right to him pretty much. Get all the books of skill, and that's it. That's the spec.